As you would expect on a Glasgow derby week, there have been players that have been put up for sale, seemingly. Well, or transfer attempts. But make sure you give this video a thumbs up, because we're going to end the video with a bit of comedy gold, as per normal on the channel. And from the gift that never stops giving. You'll know who that's all about. Anyway, first up is Kyogo Furuhashi. Crystal Palace have been scouting Kyogo Furuhashi. Matt O'Reilly, according to UnitedFocus.com, will not be going to Man United because he's off the boil. A £20 million move to Manchester United looks to be off the cards. And some good news is Jeremy Frimpong could be going to Man United for $50 million. That will give Celtic a big increase in the percentage of sell-on fee. And Liel Abada looks like he will be leaving Scotland this summer. John Hartson says that Rangers title maths signals Celtic party day. And yep, this is a cracker. Since the millennium. Yep, oh, wrong gig. Anyway, since the millennium, 40 visits from Ibrox. And guess how many times they've won? Answers on a postcard. So back to the breaking Celtic FC news this morning. One of the stories, an exclusive from Football Insider. They said that Crystal Palace are regularly scouting Celtic star Kyogo Furuhashi. Crystal Palace are plotting a summer swoop for the Celtic star, Furuhashi's sources have said. It's believed that the London club have watched the 20-year-old forward on several occasions. Palace have drawn up a short list of targets as they prepare for the possibility of Wilfried Zaha leaving the club on a free transfer when his contract expires. They believe a bid of around about 15 million should secure Furuhashi's services this summer. Okay, so there's 15 million. So we'll keep an eye on these figures, because these are quite important, okay? Anyway, moving on for that, we'll move on to the Matt O'Reilly story. Matt O'Reilly was meant to be going to Manchester United for 20 million. So that's now at 34 million that we could possibly get this summer. But it's seemingly Matt O'Reilly's gone off the boil, and after since been linked with this 20 million move to Manchester United. It was one of Ange Postecoglou's first name on the team sheet not so long ago. The former Fulham youngster was tipped to be moving to Manchester United, but it now looks further away as possible, according to UnitedFocus.com. In other news, Jeremy Frimpong could be going to Manchester United in a £50 million transfer that could double the profit. There was a shrewd transfer clause that Celtic actually put in, which basically makes sure that Celtic signed him for £350,000 back in 2019. I remember we selling for around about 10 million, and then we have a good percentage selling clause, which means should the deal go through, Celtic are thought to be in the region to profit again in the region of about 11.5 million this summer. Oh, yeah, the other side of the town, they're jumping ships like anything. Anyway, and Liel Abada could also be moving this summer for between 7 and 10 million. The maths just went out the window. Right, so we're going to be minted this summer once again. And then talking about being minted, John Hartson. I'm still thinking about the next story, sorry. John Hartson says that Celtic party day could happen after Celtic go more than 9 points clear. He said the former Celtic striker says the title party will be heading to Parkhead with a win over Sevco this weekend. Michael Beale can obviously upset the apple cart, but Celtic are favourites to win the Premiership after holding on to a 9-point lead and a vastly superior goal difference. The Hoops come down to this showdown this weekend, having only lost one league game so far this season, targeting a domestic treble. Across the city, Beale's only slip-up since stepping into the... Who cares? We'll get on to the story about Richard Gough. Richard Gough's gone on about the time that Sevco, well, the old Rangers won 9 in a row back in the 90s, the 1990s. Yeah, that's how long ago. Since then, since the millennium, I'm not going to sing again. Millennium! Since the millennium, right? Spanning a total of 40 visits, Ibrox side have clocked up 6 victories. Oh, Jesus. And old boss Walter Smith was responsible for 3 of them. How many managers have they had since then? Anyway, talking about sinking ships. Yep, even funnier last night was the news that Park the Bus has left the building. That's an interesting scenario. Because in many teams, Park the Bus is against Celtic, so the fact that Park the Bus has left the building, where will that leave them? Anyway, that's all for today. I can't take any more. I might do a video this afternoon with some serious Celtic FC news, but it's all about, as you would expect, in the run-up to Glasgow Derby, it's all about as many players being disrupted as possible. And three players have been mentioned today. Obviously, Matt O'Reilly. Well, it said he might not be going to Manchester United now. The 20 million offer might not be there. Crystal Palace are looking for Kyogo Furiashi and call Football Insider 24/7. And the Jeremy Frimpong deal, if that goes through, if he goes to Man United for 50 million, Celtic in line for an 11 million payout, that'd absolutely just be fantastic. And it's and the Leo Labada story keeps on rolling on. It's just one of those things we'll have to. It's getting near to the end of the season. It looks like he probably will go. He is happy at the club. The manager obviously knows what's going on behind the scenes. He's probably said to him, look, enjoy your football at the end of the season, and then ta-ta. And on that note, big shout out to all the Safeconians that watch the channel, and check out the community tab, because there was a nice little note put in there last night, and I might actually do it. Anyway, on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.